Chapter 5, Managing Diversity. 5.1. What is workplace diversity? 5.2. Benefit of workplace diversity. 5.3. The importance of diversity. 5.4. Challenges in managing diversity. 5.5. Workplace Diversity Initiative. Learning objectives. Define workplace diversity and explain why managing it is so important. Describe the changing makeup of workplaces in United States and around the world. Explain the different types of diversity found in workplace. Discuss the challenges managers face in managing diversity. 5.1. What is workplace diversity? We define workforce diversity as the way in which people in an organization are different from and similar to one another. Not only focuses on the differences, but also the similarities of employees. It doesn't mean that those differences are any less important, but that our focus is in finding ways for managers to develop strong relationships with and engage their workforce. 5.1. What is workplace diversity? 1960s to 1970s. Focus on complying with laws and regulations. Early 1980s. Focus on assimilating minorities and women into corporate setting. Late 1980s. Concept of workforce diversity expanded from compliance to an issue of business survival. Late 1980s to late 1990s. Focus on fostering sensitivity. New millennium. Focus on diversity and inclusion for business. Success. 5.2. Benefits of workforce diversity. People management. Better use of employee talent. Increased creativity in team problem solving. Ability to attract and retain employees of diverse backgrounds. Organizational performance. Reduced costs associated with high turnover, absenteeism, and lawsuits. Enhanced problem-solving ability. Improved system flexibility. Strategic. Increased understanding of the marketplace, which improves ability to better market to diverse consumers. Potential to improve sales growth and increase market share. Potential source of competitive advantage because of improved innovation efforts. Viewed as moral and ethical, the right thing to do. 5.3. The importance of diversity. Having a diverse collection of individuals of different genders, ages, cultural backgrounds, experiences, and sexual orientation has been shown to have a positive effect on three separate, yet interlinked parties: employees, customers, and business partnerships. 1. The employees. A diversified workforce has the strongest impact on your staff members. At the most basic level, having a selection of individuals from all walks of life instills mutual respect and helps individuals come together and build an effective team. Conflict resolution in companies which encourage diversification is much more effective, and as a result, employees are more engaged, more productive, and deliver a higher quality of work. 2. The customers. Your customers have a lot to gain from having a diversified workforce. For starters, they will benefit from having a staff which works as a team. Having a staff of diverse individuals also means that your customers will have an easier time being able to find someone to relate to. This enhances a brand's reputation with the customer. 3. Business partnerships. Diversity is the bottom line in leveraging a company's full potential. Having a staff and leadership team full of diverse individuals makes you more approachable to a variety of other businesses. In fact, a recent McKinsey study revealed that companies with diverse executive boards enjoyed far higher earnings and returns on equity than those which neglected to include diversity into their workplace. 5.3. Types of workplace diversity. Having a diverse collection of individuals of different genders, ages, cultural backgrounds, experiences, and sexual orientation has been shown to have a positive effect on three separate, yet interlinked parties: employees, customers, and business partnerships. A 2015 McKinsey study entitled "Why Diversity Matters" shows some stunning correlations between gender diversity and profitability. Among other things, the study showed that companies with gender diversity in executive leadership did 21% better in earnings, 27% better in long-term value, and were 15% more likely to generate above-average profitability. 5.4 Challenges in managing diversity. 1. Communication issues. Communication issues can be somewhat common on diverse teams, and for a wide variety of reasons. There may be language barriers, different communication styles or preferences, or people with hearing loss on your team. It's important to address these challenges before they become problematic. 2. Cultural misunderstandings. Misunderstandings can also be common when you bring people from different cultures together. For example, giving a thumbs up, using your left hand, or patting someone on the back is offensive in some cultures. Building an inclusive workplace can help the offended team member identify a misunderstanding as just that. When people feel confident that their team members respect their differences, they are more likely to give others the benefit of the doubt. 3. Slower decision making. Different perspectives, opinions, and ideas are great for innovation, but can slow down decision making and progress toward goals. For instance, a team member who challenges the status quo in a meeting may bring up an important point that needs to be explored. 4. Personal bias. Bias is a tendency or preferences toward a particular perspective or ideology. Prejudice is a preconceived belief, opinion, or judgment toward a person or a group of people. Discrimination is when someone acts out their prejudicial attitudes toward people who are the targets of their prejudice. 5. Inequitable inclusion. An inclusive workplace may mean something different to everyone. For a transgender team member, it might include a space to add pronouns in your people platforms and gender-neutral bathrooms. For a veteran suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, it might include a mental health benefit and flex hours to see a therapist. 6. Discrimination. As you diversify your team, it's possible you could see more biases, discrimination, and harassment. In fact, 61% of workers have witnessed or experienced discrimination in the workplace based on age, race, gender, or LGBTQ+ identity. This can keep employees from bringing their authentic selves to work, hindering innovation, creativity, and teamwork. 5.5 Workplace diversity initiatives. 1. Top management commitment to diversity. Top management needs to make sure that diversity and inclusion are part of the organization's purpose, goals, and strategies. Diversity needs to be integrated into every aspect of the business, from the workforce, customers, and suppliers to products, services, and the communities served. 2. Mentoring. A process whereby an experienced, typically senior, organizational member, a mentor, provides advice and guidance to a less experienced member, a protege. Mentors usually provide two unique forms of mentoring functions: career development and social support. 3. Diversity training. Top management needs to make sure that diversity and inclusion are part of the organization's purpose, goals, and strategies. Diversity needs to be integrated into every aspect of the business, from the workforce, customers, and suppliers to products, services, and the communities served. 4. Employee resource groups. A voluntary, employee-led subgroup within an organization that shares distinctive qualities, interests, or goals. Thank you.